Let us continue with next one. That is question number 11. Which one of the following condition will increase the voltage of the cell represented by the equation? So here they have given an equation, that is copper in solid phase, silver which is in ionic phase, that is aqueous, that will give rise to Cu plus 2 in aqueous phase, as well as 2 times of Ag in solid phase. So increase in the dimension of copper electrode, increase in the dimension of silver electrode, increase in the concentration of copper ions, increase in the concentration of silver ions. So by this reaction, it is clear that copper is losing electrons and silver is gaining electrons. So we know that loss of electron is called as oxidation, gaining up of an electron is called reduction. So by this we can clearly understand that since reduction occurs, so we know that since the reduction occurs at silver electrode, because silver is gaining the electron, hence the increase in the concentration, hence the increase in concentration of Ag plus ion, or the decrease in the concentration, increase in the concentration of Ag plus ion or decrease in the concentration of copper ion will increase the voltage. So by this we can clearly understand that increase in the concentration of Ag plus ions will be the correct answer, which is given by the option D. Next one, question number 12. The pH of 10 to the power of minus 8 molar HCl solution is. So we know that the pH of what they have given, pH of 10 to the power of minus 8 molar HCl solution is 8, more than 8, between 6 and 7, slightly more than 7. So 10 to the power of minus 8 molar of HCl solution. So we know that from water molecule, the concentration of H plus ion and OH minus ion is equal to what? 10 to the power of minus 7 molar. This is the standard thing we know. From HCl, we can clearly identify that, or it has been given that for HCl, in H plus the concentration is 10 to the power of minus 8 molar. Therefore, the total concentration of H plus ion is equal to 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 plus of 1 into 10 to the power of minus 8 molar. So I can rewrite it as 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 molar plus of 0.1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 molar, means I have equated the powers so that the concentration of H plus ion is how much? 1.1 into 10 to the power of minus 7 molar. So we know that pH is equal to negative logarithm of H plus. So substituting the value of H plus, that is 1.1 into 10 to the power of minus 7. So it comes out to be pH is 6.958. So by this we can clearly understand that the pH exists between 6 to 7, which is given by the option C. Next one, question number 13. So when it comes to question number 13, it has been clearly given that SO2 plus of O2 in the presence of V2O5 is an example for. So it is an example for heterogeneous catalysis. So how we can tell that it is an example for heterogeneous catalysis means, so this is the reactant SO2 and it is subjected to oxidation. Here the catalyst V2O5 exists in solid phase. So here the reactants and the catalyst are in different phase, which gives rise to SO3. Hence, this is an example for heterogeneous catalysis, and this heterogeneous catalysis is given by the option C. Next one, question number 14. So when it comes to question number 14, it has been given that hydroxyl ion concentration of 1 molar HCl is. So what they have given, 1 molar HCl, they are asking the concentration. So we know that for 1 molar HCl, the concentration of H plus is what? 1 mole per dm cube. In the same way, we know that ionic product of water is nothing but what? Concentration of H plus into concentration of OH minus ion. We know that this ionic product of water is the value of 10 to the power of minus 14. is equal to concentration of H plus ion is 1, and we have to identify the concentration of what? OH minus ion. Therefore, the concentration of OH minus ion is equal to 1 into 10 to the power of minus 14 mole per dm cube, which is given by the option D. So, let us further continue with question number 15. When it comes to question number 15, so in question number 15 it is given that which of the following salts on being dissolved in water gives pH greater than 7 at 25 degree Celsius. So let us go with the first option. So when KCN, when it is dissolved in water, that is in its aqueous condition, we get what? KOH, where KOH is a strong base. Along with KOH, what we are going to get? We are going to get Hessian, where this Hessian is an weak acid. So since it is a strong base with weak acid, the pH should be always greater than 7. So if the pH is greater than 7, it is basic medium. So next one, the second option is what? KNO3. So when KNO3 is mixed with water, that is in aqueous phase, it gives rise to what? KOH. Along with KOH, it gives rise to HNO3, where this HNO3 is a strong acid and KOH is a strong base. When the reaction takes place between strong acid and strong base, the resulting solution will be neutral, that is pH is equal to 7. So third option, it has been given as what? NH4Cl. When this NH4Cl is subjected in aqueous, that is water medium, it gives rise to what? NH4OH plus of HCl. HCl is a strong acid, NH4OH is a weak base. So weak base with strong acid will give what? pH will be acidic, that is pH is less than 7, it is in acidic medium. So last option what they have given, that is NH4CN. So when NH4CN is taken in its aqueous condition, we get what? NH4OH along with HCN. NH4OH is a weak base, HCN is a weak acid. Reaction of weak base with weak acid will be what? Neutral, hence pH is equal to 7. So here what they are given, which of the following salts on being dissolved in water gives pH greater than 7. So the pH is greater than 7 is with the option KCN, which is given by the option A. Next one, question number 16. 3 moles of PCl5, 3 moles of PCl3 and 2 moles of Cl2 are taken in a closed vessel. If at equilibrium the vessel has 1.5 moles of PCl5, the number of moles of PCl3 present in it is. So here it has been given that PCl5 gives rise to PCl3 plus of Cl2. So all exist in the form of its gaseous phase. PCl5 is 3 moles, PCl3 is also 3 moles and chlorine is 2 moles. So this is the initial moles. And here at equilibrium, so since the reaction is at equilibrium, I can write it as 3 minus of x, where x times is the, where x is the amount of the moles that has been involved in a reaction. So this will be 3 minus x means this will be 3 plus x and this will be 2 plus x at equilibrium. So it has been given that 3 minus x means what? What it has been mentioned, 1.5 moles of at equilibrium, the vessel has 1.5 moles of PCl5, that is 3 minus x is what? 1.5 moles. So by this I can calculate that the value of x is equal to what? Value of x is equal to 1.5. Therefore the number of moles of PCl3, that is gaseous phase, which is present is, or which is present in equilibrium is 3 plus of x, that is equal to 3 plus of 1.5 is the value of x, that is equal to 4.5 moles, and this 4.5 moles is given by the option, this 4.5 moles is given by the option B. Let us start with the next one, that is question number 17. So for the reaction, so they have given a chemical reaction, that is 2 times of Hi, which is in gaseous phase, that will give rise to H2 in its gaseous phase and I2 in its gaseous phase, minus of Q kilojoules. The equilibrium constant depends upon, so always we know that the equilibrium constant will depend upon temperature. So in general, the temperature dependency of the equilibrium constant depends on the nature of the reaction, whether the reaction is exothermic or endothermic in its nature. Hence, for the given reaction, the equilibrium constant Kc always depends upon temperature. So when we tell that it depends upon temperature, either it can be exothermic or it can be endothermic in its nature, which is given by the option C, that is temperature.